So it seems to me that support is what is of most value to accomplish. No one individual can accomplish outside of themselves without support. Do you notice that, somebody may be getting a traffic ticket and there's 3 cop cars behind them, and it takes 3 cop cars, which is probably 5 to 6 cops, to give somebody a traffic ticket? No, what the cop understands is that if the person does not comply, they may not be able to handle that by themselves. They will need support. So they call for backup. Now, they have the given authority as a police officer, but they still need backup, because it only works if they have the support. Even in a dictatorship, they can only dictate if it's supported. What lets their word be the last word is the support of other people. If the people don't obey the word has no power. So the dictator even needs support. The government is a community of people, and it only will stand if the people support it. In fact, the so-called people that are not considered part of the government can overthrow the government, which is what the government tries to position itself to not allow it to happen. The only way it can have that power is if it has enough people to support the system, enough people to support the law. It's all about support. Now, when I was in my, I guess I don't really call it a low point because of the support, but when I did not have a job and I only had one-off jobs, a little something here and there, wasn't making money, sometimes maybe $30 an account, sometimes maybe 10. My daughter and I, during that time, ate like a king and a queen. We were having king crab limitlessly. We were having shrimp. We were having fish. We were having our lattes. We were dressing well. We were going places. We had even traveled. This is during that time of no job, because it wasn't the job that was most important. It was the support. And so because of the support that we had access to everything that money would get us. Matter of fact, we had more access, and we had access to more actually than we would have just by the money I would have had having the normal, pay that I was getting around before that time. And so it was the support that's necessary. What I suggest is that we build support. We build support. Okay, and the thing is, I suggest that we're not trying to build support by being manipulative. The way you build support is by giving support. Okay, and so we do want money because money is is the system that has been set for us to directly have access to the services and luxuries and necessities that we would like. However, what is more powerful than the money is the support. When you have support of others, then you have access, to those things and even more. So let's build support. But the way to build support is by being supportive. That's what politics is. I support that, you support this. You understand? That's what church, the business of church is. Now, it is about support. That word doesn't get heard without the support of the people. You know what I mean? They can't build the building, the new project, the new sanctuary. It can't build, the Family Resource Center without the support of the city officials. You see, so you may have the money, but if you don't have the support, come on, celebrities that have the money for the lawyers, this is that and the other, well, what they're trying to do is buy the support. But if people are so against them that they can't get the support, then the money doesn't matter. Amen. When it comes to credit, some things can only be bought by credit. They don't care that you have the money. They want the credit. Well, that's how it is when it comes to support and money. Support is way more valuable than the money, because the money can only do what you say it can do, because it's actually only a piece of paper. It has no power in itself. It's only a coin. It's only a bill. But how it's supported is what gives it value. So if you have $2 and gas is only $1.30, you're good. But if you have $2 and they've decided that gas is $3, Your $2 has no value here. You need the support. So let's build support by way of being genuinely supportive.